Sally? I'm afraid your old friend's back.
A few days ago, Netflix released a new trailer of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. After 50 years of the franchise, Leatherface has been unleashed on a new generation. The trailer was released on January 31st, 2022, when it was pushed back one final time by a week to its current and hopeful release date. Although the release of the trailer has got fans all hyped for the movie, awaiting its arrival in theaters. Texas Chainsaw Massacre comes to theaters in February. Here are some things you could have missed from the trailer. Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at the secrets you missed in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre trailer. Before going forward, don't forget to give this video a like, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell to not miss out on our upcoming videos like this one. With that said, let's get right into it.
I'm not gonna let him kill you. Fear no evil, fear no evil.
The whole Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise has mostly been about Leatherface trying to find some peace of his own. I mean, the man wants to be left alone to his murderous hobbies. Too much to ask, right? The sequel to the first movie has left fans anxious for what is to come. The first trailer from the legendary movie almost 50 years after the first one is surely going to leave the fans dissecting what it is and what it's about. Despite his attempts to be left alone, he still finds some peace as the trailer is set around this iconic fictional serial killer. One thing about this movie that has made this movie so amazing is that even after 50 years, fans still get excited for the repeat of this movie. The backstory is one of the best we've seen in horror movies today, and Netflix's revamp of the series is just what we've all been waiting for. If you're a horror head that's been waiting for this, then this is a trailer that might tickle your fancy quite a bit. Although you might have gotten a big part of what to expect in the movie, let's take a look at a few things you might have missed in the trailer. The original character Leatherface was inspired by a real-life serial killer. The movie said to be heavily influenced by a true story. Tobe Hooper's 1974 movie was based on the real-life murderer Ed Gein. Ed was suspected to have taken several of his victims between the years 1954 and 1957. One of the most recognizable aspects of this movie is a similarity in the film's house and the one in real life. Much like the original movie, the real character from which it was based off of also acted with similarity. Ed did in fact wear a human scalp and face. One fact you might have missed about this whole story is that the real Ed did this to help him dull his desire to be a woman, as shocking as it might be. Although, contrary to the movie, Leatherface wore these faces due to a skin disease he had. It also included the man wearing female genitalia that was strapped above his own, along with a complete set of female breasts.
Try anything and you cancel, bro.
One thing you might have noticed about his new trailer is a similarity in names. The new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, despite being the sequel to the last one, has a unique title. Naturally, it may have taken fans a bit more getting used to if the name was changed. The name is similar to the one from the original 1974 feature of the movie, even though most people that live near Harlow, Texas know about the story of how Sally Hardesty managed to narrowly escape the iconic killer Leatherface. The role was played by Owen Fier as Sally Hardesty and Mark Burnham as Leatherface. These out-of-town folks have no idea what they're getting themselves into. Sure, the town looks nice enough, but the main character's little sister, Lila, and her friends are not focused on anything but opening up their new business, with no idea of the surprises that awaits them in the new town. None of them realize the amount of danger they're in until they wander into Leatherface's home, where he's patiently hiding himself away. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre first trailer gives you an idea of what might come. Now, we've all seen how its protagonists have no idea about Leatherface. They say ignorance is bliss, but that is until it kills you, except no one says that. From the indication of the trailer, the movie looks like it will be spending a lot of time trying to figure out what makes the murderous psycho tick. Unlike the previous generations, these ones have no idea what they're going to be dealing with. What with this new brand of psychopathy? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre will be dropping on Netflix on February 18th. From the trailer, we've seen the new and improved murderous character that has memorized fans for the last few decades. Like a lot of horror sequels that we've seen, a lot of these new horror movies, like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, bring back some of the old characters along with a lot of fresh new characters. From what we've seen in the trailer, a group of young people managed to find their way to Harlow, Texas. Exciting, right? Until it isn't anymore. Their lovely new town turns out to be not as exciting as it looks like. They are a little too close to the psychopath's home, but it also happens that Leatherface isn't the only one that has plans for revenge. Since the events of the movie, Leatherface has been laying low and buying his time. One of the old characters, the only survivor from the first part of the movie, is coming back for a new sequel. Leatherface is not the only one that has something to prove since the first time. Sally is ready to hunt Leatherface down for revenge. She's back and doesn't look too happy about the state of things.
I don't want to live here. This is a chance for people to start fresh somewhere.
The new movie Texas Chainsaw is directed by David Blue. It is co-produced by the producers of Evil Dead and Don't Breathe, the filmmaker Fede Alvarez. This has left fans with a lot of anticipation of what Netflix has in store for us in the movie. The filmmaker produced Don't Breathe and The Evil Dead with Rodo Sagas, who wrote them. He also made his directorial debut with the sequel of the movie Don't Breathe 2 from the last year. In the Texas Chainsaw Massacre reboot by Netflix that arrives on the streaming platforms this month, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre trailer shows that it would be starring 8th grade stars Elsie Fisher beside Sarah Yorkin, Mark Burnham, Alice Kriege, Mo Dunford, Olin Fier, Jacob Latmore, Nell Hudson, and Jessica Elaine Moore. Something else that you don't know about the new trailer is that John, who was originally in the first one, is returning as the film's narrator. He played the same role in the 1974 original movie and the 2003 remake. The new Texas Chainsaw, however, is a direct sequel to the 1974 original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The film takes place a long time after the original Texas Chainsaw. Fisher recently told Entertainment Weekly, "It's about a group of people who come to this town and things don't go quite as planned. It mixes a lot of important real-life issues with horror themes, which is always something I love. I think the first movie really hit a nerve when portraying that culture clash between the countryside and the city. Back in the 70s, the hippies were representing the youth of the city. This time, they're more like millennial hipsters from Austin who are very entrepreneurial and have a dream of getting away from the city and back to the countryside. They're trying to gentrify small-town America, and let's say they encounter some pushback," Fede said. The trailer of this movie has a lot of fans pumped for the future of the franchise. Leatherface is back and we should all be aware. As we all wait for the release of this film, let us know in the comment section what you think about this trailer. What are the surprises you hope to see in this movie? What are things you expecting to see in the film? Let us know these and your thoughts about the video down below. Help us grow. Don't forget to give us a like and also be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications if you haven't done so. Thanks for watching.